Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video, guys, I'm going to be showing you a Zoroark Gardevoir list. So yeah, this is going to be my first deck profile of the Sun and Moon on season, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. Now, I do want to note I have one proxy in here, but I do have two out of the three that are in my deck, so I do have the majority. But we're going to go ahead and get right into this guy, starting off with a 4-4 line of Zoroark. So Zoroark, of course, is still one of the best cards in the game. It still has a lot of hype around it. Has the ability to trade. Pretty much what you can do is you discard a card from your hand and then you get to draw two cards. On top of that, it has a really nice attack, which is Righteous Beating. It does 20 for each amount of Pokemon you have in play. So your max is going to be 120 and then 150 with a Choice Band. This can essentially two-shot anything in the game. And just with that draw power, along with the attack being so flexible, Zoroark has remained as one of the top cards in the game. And we can't really use Trickster GX with this deck, so we're not going to really focus too much on it. But with cards like Puzzle of Time leaving the format, you really need to partner up something with Zoroark because, of course, you can't be absolutely reliant on DCE. So for this, we are going to partner it up with a 403 line of Gardevoir. Now, I do have 4 rare candy in here, and the reason why I run 4 rare candy is because I don't run Curlia, so I want to maximize that opportunity. Just run 4 rare candy, maybe save that spot for something else. But yeah, I run 4 just so I can have the higher chance of hitting that rare candy because, of course, I don't run Curlia. And Gardevoir, of course, has the ability Secret Spring, and what it does, it allows you to attach an extra Fairy Energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, along with your manual attachment for turn. And then it has Infinite Force for 30 times the amount of energy attached to both Pokemon, I believe. Yes, it does. There we go. Okay. I've been playing with this card and I still have trouble remembering what it does. But the cool thing about this card is it does have a very, very strong GX attack, which is Twilight GX. And that just allows you to shuffle 10 cards back into your deck. And Gardevoir, is one of those cards that's, still really good and has been really good ever since it's gotten released. And, these two have partnered up in the past before. We've seen this deck actually perform very well at other tournaments. And I think this is going to be a pretty solid deck heading into the next format. But, yeah, so not running any Curlia. We do run 4 rare candy. And for some reason, I'm getting all choked up and needing to cough. Okay, so apparently I am dying because I'm doing a deck profile and I don't think my body can believe it. Anyway, so moving on to the next Pokemon, Tapu Lele GX has the ability Wonder Tag, which allows you to play it down and insert your deck for supporter. As you guys know, this is pretty much the card of cards for Pokemon. Just if you have an Ultra Ball in your hand and you're able to play it, you're guaranteeing yourself a supporter. And on top of that, Energy Drive is a very solid attack. 3 Tapu Lele just to either trade it or just kind of get, multiple Leles out on the field. And then we're going to round out the Pokemon with one Oranguru. Like I said, cards like Puzzle of Time are gone. And so you need something that can probably, shuffle stuff back into your deck. So we're going to run Oranguru. Has Resource Management. Put 3 cards from your discard pile on the bottom, on the bottom of your deck. So that means you can, put like DCs or rare candies, Gardevoir lines, whatever. You can put that on the bottom of your deck. Also, we have Profound Knowledge. You need to, you need something for Hoopa, and so Oranguru can attack Hoopas. You can hit it for 60, so that's pretty good. That's gonna do it for the Pokemon. Now we're gonna move on to the supporters, and this is where the proxy is gonna come in. You guys see that here in a second. But we run 4 Cynthia. Of course, this is the supporter now with Sycamore and N leaving. Cynthia is pretty much the best supporter in the game. We have 3 Apricorn Maker. Of course, I only have 2 of them, so that one proxy's there. But this is one of the new cards out of Celestial Storm. Basically, what it allows you to do is you can search your deck for up to 2 item cards that have the word ball in their name. So that means you can get a variety of things. Ultra Ball, Timer Ball, you get Nest Ball, you get all kinds of stuff. So this card is actually semi-replacing Bridget. I know some people are still more fond of Pokemon Fan Club, and that's perfectly fine. But this card actually serves a couple reasons in here, purposes, whatever you want to say. Early game, it'll allow you to just pretty much kind of get your bench set up, and then late game, you can actually thin your deck out even more. And that's the cool thing about this card, is you can get these cards out of your deck. So if you do play Apricorn Maker, and you search out 2 Nest Ball, like on your first turn, and then you play the 2 Nest Ball, that's 4 cards out of your deck, so that means you're going to have a higher chance of hitting stuff you might need later on in the game. And, you can grab things like Timer Ball. Unfortunately, Timer Ball is like making a return, and I can't hit Timer Ball to save my life. But you can grab 2 Timer Ball later on in the game and just kind of set your field up. And with Timer Ball in this deck, it's actually really nice because you can grab things like, Gardevoir and Zoroark and such. So that's really good. Just kind of get a field set up and you're thinning your deck out, which I think is really, really nice. Apricorn Maker is actually a very solid card. And I do recommend trying to pick some up if you don't have some already. And my chair is like squeaking and it's bugging the living crap out of me. Alright, next up we have 3 Tate and Liza, or however you say these, the Liza, I don't know. But anyway, this is one of the new cards out of Celestial Storm also. And basically my logic with this card is if Cynthia gives you 6 cards and it's absolutely incredible, surely this, along with having a switching effect, is going to be really good too. So you can either choose shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 5, or you can just get a switch ability. And I think Tate and Liza is actually a very solid card. So I run 3 of those in here just to kind of maximize like the reshuffling and everything. So the cool thing about this deck is if you have multiple Zoroark out on the field, shuffle your hand in your deck, draw 5 or 6, then you can start trading and just getting yourself more cards. Might not be as effective as the old Sycamore days, but still at the same time, I think this supporter is actually really good. And this is kind of the area where I'm not really 100% sure what to do with my supporter, so I'm just kind of winging it. 2 Guzma. I don't really need to go into why Guzma is so good. Bringing up something off the field and knocking it out is just really nice. Or just bringing something up the stall, you know, multiple reasons Guzma's really good. On top of that, you get a switching effect too, so that's really nice. Mallow. Mallow can really just grab anything off of your deck, and then of course you can trade to get the 2 cards to your hand, which is really nice. So of course you can grab Rare Candy Gardevoir, or you can grab like a couple Zoroark and just kind of get your field set up. Mallow is actually a pretty solid, or just a nice supporter overall. And then we have Acerola. The reasoning behind Acerola, essentially these are 1 energy attackers. You guys can see 1 DCE, 1 fairy energy, and so you could just kind of pick these up. Also, that's the reason why I run the 4 rare candy, is so if I do pick up a Gardevoir, you know, I don't have like exactly the amount of rare candy in my deck that I use to evolve like a certain amount of Gardevoir. So if I do pick up another Gardevoir, that means there's essentially another rare candy in my deck, which I can play again. And it just really denies your opponent a prize, which is really nice. So this is my supporter count. We got 4 Cynthia, 3 Apricorn Maker, 3 Tate and Liza, 2 Guzma, a Mallow, and an Acerola. That's just kind of what I've been working with so far, and it's actually been pretty decent so far. Alright, next up we have the trainers for the deck. Starting off with the 4 rare candy. I am sorry I don't have the new rare candy art because those are absolutely sexy, but I am working on getting those. But 4 rare candy, just to skip from Ralts to Gardevoir. And then the targets for your Apricorn Maker, 4 Ultra Ball, 3 Timer Ball, or 3 Nest Ball, excuse me, and 2 Timer Ball. So basically you can get any of these 9 cards out of your deck with Apricorn Maker, which is really nice. Of course, Nest Ball is going to allow you to play a Pokemon straight from your deck onto your bench. Timer Ball, you get to flip 2 coins and then search your deck for a evolution card and put it in your deck. And then Ultra Ball, of course, discard 2 cards and search for a Pokemon. Then we have 2 Choice Band, just increase your damage, and then 1 Field Blower. I kind of want to increase it to 2, or I don't even want to run it at all. I don't know yet. I know discarding tools in stadiums is really nice because I don't run any in my deck. I'm thinking about adding another one. I just feel like having another one would probably be the better option. The cool thing is I am pretty sure Parallel City is gone, I think, so that it's probably like the main supporter that would really screw this deck up because it's limiting my bench size so much. So that way Zoroark couldn't hit for those nice numbers. But at the same time, I really want to throw in another Field Blower. I don't know exactly what I want to take out for it just yet. Just because I've been liking this list so far. It's actually been pretty sweet. And then moving into the energy, we of course have 7 Fairy along with 4 DC. And that's pretty much going to round out the deck. The deck strategy is pretty simple. You just have Zoroark and Gardevoir that can hit for some pretty nice numbers. They're pretty easy to set up, especially with the Apricorn Maker and all that jazz in here. So yeah. That's going to do it for the deck profile. I mean, like, realistically, you have some matchups where you want to lead with Zoroark. You have some matchups where, you just want to lead with Gardevoir. You have a Oranguru to shuffle stuff back in your deck. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this deck so far. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be working on some other decks for you guys in the near future. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And, yeah, I got to end this sucker because my camera's about to die. Take care, guys. I love you, and peace.